Welcome to Science Store online classes.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello dear students and welcome to CET JEE classes of complex numbers. In today's class we will solve a few examples from argon plane and polar representation. Well, so let me remind you, for polar representations, if you have a complex number x plus iy, then that can be represented as r into cos theta plus I sin theta, and this is called the polar representation. Well, so you know how to find theta, that is called argument. Okay, so r is the modulus. Okay, so modulus we know already. Okay, and to find the argument we have four different formulas depending on four different quadrants. Well, so let's begin. The first one, the argument, you just have to find theta here, that's it. Alright, so the argument, so let's express this in the form of a plus ib first. Okay, so how does it look like if you write it in the standard form? So 1 minus I root 3 divided by 1 plus I root 3. What I am trying to do here is try to write this in the form of a plus ib. So I should get rid of complex number in the denominator. So rationalize, multiply and divide by the conjugate. Well, so now multiply them. This is just like a minus b whole square, because same thing repeated here. So this is a square plus b square minus 2ab, so 2 root 3i divided by, this is a plus b into a minus b, therefore a square minus b square. So let us simplify that. Well, so this is equal to 1 plus I square, and this will be 3, right, minus 2 root 3i divided by, this is 1 minus I square, and root 3 square is 3 again, and that's equal to 1 plus 3 into minus 1 I square. Okay, directly you can write minus 3, doesn't matter if you know. Okay, and this is minus 1 into 3, which will be plus 3 in the denominator. Well, so that's equal to 1 minus 3. So this is 1 plus 3. And that is minus 2 root 3i divided by 4. Now what I'll do, I'll take 2 common. Alright, so if I take 2 common, this will be minus 1 minus root 3i divided by 4, which is like finally z is equal to minus 1 by 2, correct? And take 2 here also, so minus root 3 by 2i. Now this can be written as minus of, correct? Well, now understand, compare this with your standard form. Z is equal to ax plus iy. So what is the value of x? Minus half. Value of y is minus root 3 by 2. That means both x and y are negative. Both x and y are negative. So what do you do? Which quadrant do you go to? Look at this. You have the positive, okay, x and positive y. Now both the x and y are negative. So x is negative, correct, and y is also negative. Both x and y are negative. Therefore, we have to go to third quadrant. Third quadrant, see, look at the options. So you have got all positive, correct. So actually, if you have it in the third quadrant, what is theta? Theta is nothing but minus of pi minus alpha, right? So where alpha is tan inverse of y by x, tan inverse of y by x. Well, now in the options you don't have negative answers. See, if you go this way, then if at all you have a complex number here, then the angle will be negative. But in the options you have all positives, 180, 210, 240 and all those things, correct. So if you have it in only positives, you have to go this way itself. You have to go this way itself. Okay, so this total angle you have to find, not this. So you can find this angle first and then add 360. You will come back to the same position, correct? Okay, so that also you can do. Otherwise, you can just go pi plus. Instead of doing minus of pi minus alpha, say this is pi minus alpha, second quadrant. So this is minus pi minus alpha, minus of pi minus alpha. Instead of this, you can very well do this, pi plus alpha. You will get it in the positive. Okay, so that's one thing you have to remember here. See, you have two ways now. Either you can directly go for the third quadrant and check this, or you can go for negative and then add 360 to it. Okay, well, so what is x here? Minus half, and y is minus root 3 by 2. Now what is alpha? Alpha is tan inverse of y by x, which means tan inverse of y is minus root 3 by 2 divided by minus half, right. So 2 to cancel, minus root 3 by minus 1 is root 3. So this is tan inverse of root 3. Okay, mod makes it positive, otherwise both negatives cancel. Okay, you get positive itself. Now what is your angle here? What's your angle here? So that is 60 degrees, is it not? For what value? For what angle? You get root 3 in terms of tan. Okay, so tan 60 is root 3, therefore tan inverse of root 3 is 60 degree. Now what's your argument? So argument is pi plus alpha if you are going for the positive thing. Okay, so that is pi plus alpha. Pi is 180 degree plus 60 degree, which gives you, yes, 240 degree. Well, so 240 is the answer. That is one way of doing it. If you are going for this, then that will be minus of pi minus 60, is it not? Okay, so that is minus of 180 minus 60. 180 minus 60 is 120, so that is minus 120 degree. So this place minus 120. So add 360, you come back to the same position. So finally, what is 360 degree minus 120? You are adding 360, or minus 120 plus 360. That's the way you have to understand. So that is equal to 240 degrees. So you can understand in any way. If the options were given in negatives, then minus 120 would be the answer. Okay, but all the options are in positive. Therefore, you have to add 360 to get the angle in positive. Well, so let's go to the second problem. The second problem here, the argument again. Okay, so we have to find the argument. I'll take this quantity as z, alright, and then write it in the standard form of a plus ib and then or x plus iy, and then we can find the value of theta. That is the meaning of argument, right? So let me write it as 3 plus I divided by 2 minus I, and then 3 minus I divided by 2 plus I. Now what do? You have to add. So take LCM. Okay, so when you take LCM, see both the factors have to be multiplied. Well, and 2 plus I should be multiplied here and 2 minus I must be multiplied there, right? Yes. So 3 plus I and 2 plus I here, and 3 minus I and 2 minus I must be multiplied there. That's equal to, now let's do the usual multiplication. So 6 and 3i, and now multiply I, so that is 2i and then I square. That's about that. Now multiply here. So once again 6, and this is minus 3i minus 2i and plus I square. Well, divided by, this is a minus b into a plus b, therefore a square minus b square, right? So you have got 3i and minus 3i here, so 2i and minus 2i, right? So what remains is 6 plus 6 is 12, and then 2i square plus I square, which is 2 times, divided by, say this is 4 and minus 1. Well, I'll write 12 now, and then 2 into minus 1, 4 plus 1, that is like 12 minus 2 divided by 5, which is like 10 by 5, which is 2. So what is the value of z? What is this? Actually complex number, 2 plus I into 0. Well, so that's the complex number we got here, and let me write that. So what is it? 2 plus I into 0. So what is the value of x? 2, value of y is 0. Now both are positive. Okay, you can assume 0 is neither positive nor negative. Okay, but x is positive, y is 0. Okay, so where is 2 comma 0? So 2 comma 0 is here, so it is on the x-axis, correct? So you can understand the angle now itself. The angle is 0 because the complex number is here itself. If the complex number were to be here, then this would be the angle theta, correct? There would be some angle. So if this complex number is here, then that would be the angle. Now complex number is here itself, so you are not moving this arrow, correct? You are not moving this line, you are not going anywhere. So the angle is 0 here. So that's the graphical understanding from argand plane, which is a easier thing to remember. But if you want the mathematical proof, then you have to use the formula. So it's in the first quadrant, you can assume. Okay, so what is the angle? It is alpha itself, right? And what is alpha? Tan inverse of y by x, and that is 0 by 2. 0 by 2 is 0, right? So what is tan inverse of 0? It is 0 degree. Therefore 0 degree is the answer, okay, or 0 radian, which is same. Well, so that's it about second problem. Let's move to the third problem. Polar form. So you have to write the total polar form now. That means you have to find the modulus as well as argument. So this is the modulus and this is the argument. Okay, here the modulus is 1. Let's see. So you have got z and 1 plus I root 3. Both x and y are positive. That means now you have got a complex number in the first quadrant. So x is 1 and y is root 3. So if both are positive, it's in the first quadrant, correct? Well, now find the modulus, which is also denoted by r, yes, and that is square root of x square plus y square if you need the formula, and that is equal to 1 square plus root 3 square, which is 3, and that is root 4, that means 2. See, look at this. So you don't have 2 here, you don't have 2 here, you don't have 2 here. That means the only option that's possible is B. Okay, so it must be B, but if you want to confirm it, well, there's no doubt actually, because everywhere you have pi by 3, you will get pi by 3 itself. There's no doubt. Okay, but still, if you want to confirm, theta is alpha because it's in the first quadrant. And what is alpha? Tan inverse of y by x. Now what is y? Y is root 3. So tan inverse of root 3. Tan inverse of root 3 is 60 degree. What is 60 degree? Pi by 3. Well, so therefore what's your complex number in the polar form? R into cos theta plus I sin theta, which is 2, because R is 2, right? And then what is theta? So theta is pi by 3, therefore this is cos pi by 3 plus I sin pi by 3, which is nothing but option B. Well, so that's it about the third problem. Let's move to the next problem. Fourth problem. The fourth problem is argument of I by 2 minus 2 by I. Okay, so I'll take it as z. I'll take it as z. I by 2 minus 2 by I. So what do? I take LCM. So I got to multiply I here, right? So that would be I square multiply 2 here, that is 4, and that's like minus 1 minus 4 divided by 2i. See, this is minus 1, right? Understood. Minus 1 and minus 4 is minus 5 divided by 2i. What is this? This is 0 plus 2i, correct? So if you want to rationalize, you want to multiply and divide by 0 minus 2i. So minus 2i is what you have to multiply and divide. Well, let's simplify this. So that's 10i and minus 4i square. So that's like 10i divided by minus 4 into minus 1, which is like 10 by 4i, 5 by 2i. So that's our z. Now what is x here? X is 0, 0 plus 5 by 2i, correct, and y is 5 by 2, and x is 0. If x is 0 and y is something, so 0 comma 5 by 2, so it's on the y axis, imaginary axis. Okay, so the angle would be from here till here is 90 degree, obviously. So pi by 2 is the answer here. Okay, yeah, you want to see it? Look at this. So theta is alpha tan inverse of y by x. Now that is like tan inverse of 5 by 2 by 0. So if you have tan inverse of infinity, something by 0 is infinity, right? So this is infinity, which is 90 degrees. So that is 90 degree as we see in the argand plane. Therefore it is option D, and that's the argument. Well, so that completes question number 4. Let's move to the fifth question now. Well, let's move to the fifth question here. you have got z1, that is root 3 plus I root 3 and z2 root 3 plus I. Now find z1 by z2 and find in which quadrant this complex number lies. Okay, so that depends on whether x is positive, y is the signs of x and y. Okay, if both are positive, first quadrant, all right, and so on. Let's see. Now first of all, we just have to find z1 by z2, so that will decide its quadrant. Okay, so this is root 3 plus I root 3 divided by root 3 plus I, right? Okay, so you just have to multiply and divide by root 3 minus I, the conjugate of the denominator. Now let's multiply it. So root 3 into root 3 is 3 minus root 3I, and then this is 3I and root 3I square divided by this a plus b into a minus b, obviously. So that is root 3 square minus I square. Well, so let me continue on. Okay, so let's continue here. So you have got 3 and see, you can take I common, and this I will write in the beginning. So that is minus root 3 into minus 1. I have replaced I square. Okay, now I am taking I common. So if I take I common, this will be positive and this is negative, obviously, divided by, see, this is root 3 square, that is 3 minus minus 1, which is 3 plus 1, 4. Well, so this is 3 plus root 3, because minus and minus, yes, and plus I into 3 minus root 3 divided by 4, 3 plus 1. Well, now that tells me something. I got x and y now. Half, this is half. See, this is 3 plus root 3 divided by 4 and I into 3 minus root 3 divided by 4. I am just splitting the real part and the imaginary part. So, what is the value of x? Right? And the value of y here is 3 minus root 3 divided by 4. Now tell me, is this positive? Is this positive? Yes, because plus, 3 and root 3 both are positive and they are added, divided by 4. It doesn't become negative. This is positive. And what about this quantity? Root 3 is 1 point something, correct? Root 4 is 2. So root 3 is less than 2. 1 point something. So 3 minus 1 point something, that will be 2 point something, correct? Alright, so 1 point something, sorry. So but still it is positive because this is the bigger quantity. This is the bigger quantity. So that also will be positive, right? If both x and y are positive, x is positive, y is also positive, it's in the first quadrant. Well, so what is the right option? Yes, right answer. First quadrant is the answer, and option C is the correct choice for question number 5. Let's move to the sixth question. Well, sixth question, you have to find amplitude. What is this? Amplitude, is it a new word? No, amplitude and argument are the same. Please remember that. Okay, so we have to find argument or theta. Well, okay, so now what is given? Z is equal to sine pi by 5 plus I into 1 minus cos pi by 5. See, this is like x plus I y, or you can compare this with the sin theta cos theta plus I sin theta. Okay. Anyway, so don't worry about the polar form. Okay. You think about this as a complex number. So I'll take x as sin pi by 5 and y 1 minus cos pi by 5. So this is like x plus iy, complex number. What do you need to find? Yes, amplitude theta. So what is theta? Let's go for first quadrant. Okay. Now that is like tan inverse y by x, is it not? Yes. So theta is equal to tan inverse of y is 1 minus cos pi by 5 divided by sin pi by 5. Well, now what is see, this is tan inverse. So if you want to write tan theta, then that is like 1 minus cos pi by 5 divided by sin pi by 5. You just have to work with this, okay, and you will get theta. You will get theta. So use half angle formulas. See, what is 1 minus cos 2 theta? 1 minus cos 2 theta is 2 sin square theta. So if you want 1 minus cos theta, that is theta by 2 here. And what is sin 2 theta formula? Sin 2 theta is 2 sin theta cos theta. Now if you need only sin theta, that is 2 sin theta by 2 and cos theta by 2. Correct? So those are the two formulas we must employ here. So let's see how it goes. So continue from here. Tan theta is equal to 1 minus cos pi by 5. What are you going to write here? 2. Yes, and then sin square, and then theta by 2. Correct? So theta by 2. Theta is pi by 5. Pi by 5 by 2. So theta by 2 is what you have to write. Please remember that. Please remember that. And that is sin theta. So this is sin theta formula. 2 sin theta by 2 pi by 5 divided by 2 and cos theta by 2 again pi by 5 divided by 2. Now you can cancel out 2 straight away. Okay, and then this is sin square pi by 10, right? So this is 2 by 1. When it goes up, 1 by 2 here, 5 into 2. Okay, 5 by 10, and this is also pi by 10 and cos pi by 10. Look at this. Sin cancels once. What remains is sin pi by 10 divided by cos pi by 10, which is tan. Yes. So tan theta is equal to tan sin by cos, yes, and pi by 10. Well, so that's it. So what's in the place of theta? Theta is pi by 10. So theta is pi by 10. This is a different problem. Please understand. Please note down. Okay, you must use the half angle formulas of trigonometry. Well, so what's your answer? Pi by 10, and that's option D. Okay, so that's it for today's class. Let's continue with the quadratic equation in the next class. So thank you very much for watching.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.